Hey guys, Joshua Peterson here with Peterson Electric. I'm doing a video here for you today on a service call that I did not think that could happen. I've been tracing homes and electrical circuits like this for 20 years. Complaint that came in was electrician bagged on them, didn't show up 2 days ago. All of a sudden power was out and they were asking us to come out and take a look. Basically, in a nutshell, there in some of our cities there's new meters that are net meters. Basically there's digital, so there's no more of the analog turning that disc. And what happened is that they were able to, with this smart meter, once a tenant moved out, it's kind of a very it's like a coincidence. It really wouldn't ever happen much, but the tenant moved out, called it in to turn off the power, and then it affected the next unit. So I'll show you right here. If you can see here, unit 724 and 722. 24 said that half their apartment was out. 722, no one told us that they left. Did not have a key. Based on the complaint, and especially when it's a 1910 building with knob and tube, and then mixed blue cable wiring from late 70s, early 80s. We were looking at it going, okay, sure, we've seen washer and gas dryer and kitchen all bumped together, and the nook and the dining and the fridge, and I'm thinking, oh, one circuit out. I started tracing through 20 openings, and that took an hour. And then after I shoved it all back in and realized it was more than that, I saw that the electric old plug was like the skinny type in the handy box. That showed me that it was a 240 volt range circuit. So I automatically then went to the panel. I went to the right panel at 724, but then at 722 it wasn't correct. So the point is that when they turned off the power, it turned off half of the other gal's power in 724, which then affected the way it was wired because all of them are mixed. So keep in mind, when all the circuits are mixed and the net meter gets turned off because they move out, it's going to kill the other unit. So this is, in my opinion, is probably a really good way for local authorities to get these old mansions and these old apartments. This is a 5 apartment complex, and what a great way to get them to actually wire, because you imagine how mad your tenants are every time you move out and then you can't find another tenant right away, and her power is out and they can't turn it on. And there is no easy way to get through lath and plast on a 3-story house like this and try to rewire it. I basically told them, you know, you're prior to 1968, so you have to have your lead-based paint testing and hot spot testing, and then you have to have your also your asbestos. And so both of those, prior 78 for lead-based paint and 68 for I think it's October 12th, 68 for your asbestos. And so when you gut it, basically looks like a huge ET complex on the front of your building. But this is a great video that was done in May 24th of 2018. And again, these net meters in Fort Collins have been around for a while, but I have yet to see this complaint affect half of another person's apartment because it's mixed. By the way, real quick, they still state by utility standard, if they're all grouped in one billing and divided amongst, then you can't. It's okay, but as you can see, this is going to start affecting, because they're not going to turn that meter on until someone buys that meter again. Anyways, I wanted to hopefully help you out with this. One of the complaints could be, hey, my lights are flickering, or my lights are, in this case, my power is out, but half the apartment was out, not the whole half. So again, I had to basically go in there and take out one meter and put out the other meter and swap them. Now, you're not normally supposed to do that. You're not supposed to cut your tag. There was no tag, so I basically just was able to pull that and check it. But you can also try to test them, sometimes up in the side of it, and it's kind of difficult with a meter, or even, you know, a way to test. So keep that in mind to also look in those areas. But boy, pretty cool call.